What up?
Hey, boo boo.
Shorty do. Shorty do rock.
I gotta light my candle before we start having discussions and
Light your
such.
candle.
Yes.
Okay. Hmm.
Are you asking a question today, or am I asking a question today?
Let's rock, paper, scissors.
No,
Why?
because I hate rock paper scissors.
Babe.
All right, go.
Best of three.
Yeah,
Rock,
rock paper
paper,
scissors. Why so
scissors,
slow? Wait,
shoot.
no, don't go. Why are you going so slow?
You were going slow. I was vibing off you.
I was slowing down for you. Okay, ready? Okay, go.
Okay.
Okay, rock
Rock,
paper scissors
paper,
shoot.
scissors, shoot.
See, you're too
Rock,
slow. Rock
paper,
paper
paper,
scissors shoot.
scissors, shoot. Rock, paper.
No, babe. No. You go. You ask me a question.
Ooh, I got two. If I
Okay.
tell you two, you choose between the two.
Okay.
Emotional support animals.
Okay.
Justice or peace.
Emotional support animals.
Okay.
I don't
Um,
need my cortisol levels to go up to here with the justice or the peace. Actually, it might get up here with the emotional support animals depending on how we end up.
okay. So what are your thoughts about emotional support animals?
Okay. Here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
We have a fur son and I love him so much.
What is
First of all, let me start out by saying this has nothing to do with the disability community. I respect them. I have mixed emotions about it because somehow we have built a society that the most mentally stable being in the room is a canine.
Ooh.
That's number one. Number two, I can't decide if this is a burden on our pets because I love our son.
Mhm.
And if I'm upset or stressed out, he feels it and he comes and he hangs out with me and he tries to hop up on my lap or if I'm crying, he licks my tears. You know, he's a good pup. There's no special training. Any dog can be an ESA, emotional support animal. My feelings about it, they are torn.
Oh, it sounds like you have a pretty clear position. I don't think it's torn. I
It's so
mean,
hard for me
there's
because
nothing torn about that.
but
Stand on
people
it.
people will milk it, right?
Stand. No,
It's
stand
like
stand on it.
it's like having, "Oh, I do," because I get it and I respect it, and listen,
Do
if
you respect it?
sometimes, because people do take advantage of it. If I see a woman who is shaking and nervous, has little hair, and has a chihuahua who is also shaking and nervous, but it gets to come to the restaurant and sit next to me because it's an ESA, but they both nervous. When your emotional support dog needs an emotional support dog, I have something to say about that. So, like, I would say if it's truly an ESA, it should be trained. It should have to go through an academy, an ESA university. It should be a golden retriever, something that's big enough to actually help you. Not this shaking thing in a purse and now you shaking, they shaking. I can't. So I guess I do have a stance. Who knew?
You definitely have a I can't believe you tried to say you had a middle ground. There's nothing about this middle ground. Oh my god.
Listen, because the difference between a legitimate ESA and someone's emotional support iguana is a PDF that they downloaded on their laptop. I can't.
Oh
We
my
went
god,
from
this so
service
good.
animals trained for years to my doodle also experiences vibes. So they should be able to sit on the plane right next to you and lick itself while I'm trying to enjoy. Anyway,
Oh
how
my
about
god.
you? Do you have a
I
stance?
mean, how do I follow that? I mean, geez. Wow. Speaking of, he's like right here. So, man, first of all, I used to just make fun of small dogs. We can just start with that. So you can
Yeah.
imagine the way my nose turned up when I heard that there were animals with emotional support. But now that I have a fur baby that I love deeply,
Mhm.
because I see him as family for me, he's been with me when I was completely isolated and alone
Yeah.
during COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, he's all I had. Like, let me show you this little guy. He's literally like he
Okay.
hates being on camera though.
He does, I know.
Yeah. Oh, look at you.
You see,
So like him, he was all I had. He was my family.
yeah,
When I tell you I worry about him and his well-being and all these things,
I've seen it.
while I don't think he's responsible for my emotions, not being able to have him with me when I travel or go different places, I do feel a loss. I feel like
Mhm.
something's missing. To me, I saw, like, then I could see, like, oh, okay, I see how that became a thing. Emotional support animal
Yeah.
really, I think, is code for I want to go into these different spaces that don't allow animals. And how can I get a ticket, a pass to take my animal in spaces that don't allow animals?
Right.
That's my wondering. That's my thoughts around it.
Mhm.
As a person who definitely wants him with me everywhere I go, if
Yeah.
possible, I could see how people, if really you only had your dog, that's very lonely. And you, unfortunately, the American Disabilities Act possibly.
Well, I feel like is this a loophole? Like, I love that we've reduced a complex mental health conversation to, "Have you tried bringing your cat everywhere?" You know, like
Well, pets do help with mental health. Like there's research that proves
yes.
horses have helped,
Yeah.
obviously dogs, and there's like science around just petting your dog and the
Yes.
what is it called?
Your neurotransmitters or like
No,
dopamine spikes and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
dopamine
yeah.
spikes.
And I get that because I experienced that
Yeah,
too.
here's the thing, both and my wondering is now I want to know the history of that. Like, how did that become a thing? Yeah, but that's
Didn't they
all.
used to have to be trained? Didn't there have to be like
For
a
service
special
animals, but the
vest?
emotional, no, not for emotional support. Like, it was a brilliant move, but again, I'm thinking he really at one point in my life was all I had during
Yeah.
COVID and being isolated. And I don't know if I bonded with him on a whole nother level because of the isolation, or I just like just love him and fell in love with him. Is this what happens between humans and animals? And if that's the case, I can imagine if that's all you have, that is your emotional support.
Yeah.
Um Literally, that animal, that dog is all you got. That dog is your family. Now, if you got a family, unfortunately, you got the animal is the only one you're getting along with. That's a whole nother, that's a whole nother
Yeah. I
show.
listen, I appreciate our little babies that help us.
But you
I
could
look forward
call, I went there.
what? What?
I just pictured a doll or a teddy bear, and it's like, I'm wondering, like, could you call anything an emotional support thing? You would need a special pass because if it was an emotional support teddy bear, you
Okay.
don't need a
So
special.
no.
I'm
But
just
this brings up a
saying.
really good point, right?
Emotional
Because
support chain, emotional support
I always
glasses.
tease and say I need emotional support french fries, right? That is my excuse to eat horribly. But listen, that's a really good point because
Mhm,
we can say, "Oh, this is my pet. This is my emotional support pet."
mhm.
And you're mentally sound and you're supporting yourself. But if you say as an adult, "This is my emotional support teddy bear," which may have the exact same effects, now you're touched in the head. That person is carrying a teddy bear. What the hell is wrong with them? You know? What's the difference?
We
Anything can
better
be
we
emotional support
we
something.
better stop.
We've decided, yeah, I know it is a slippery slope. I'm just saying,
Let's back out of the room.
all right,
I'm gonna go ahead and back out of
you should probably back out of the room because listen, when I tell you that I need an emotional support taco more days than not. Thank you for hanging out with us. We'll be back next week. If you like hanging out with us, like and subscribe. Peace, y'all.